could see some choppiness. But again, we have a fair value gap up here. We got a very small kind of POI, but we have a fair value gap or an inefficiency over here to fill. This is a fair value gap. So we could see price trade higher before ultimately heading lower, because yes, we do have a daily zone over here. But if you remember from the daily time frame, our overall narrative was to take out this POI, then eventually this weekly POI over here. So the narrative is actually bullish, right? The narrative is actually bullish. Now you need to be careful with this, right? Because when price does get into this premium, you need to be careful that we don't see a reversal, because price is at a bearish fair value, yet price is in a premium 4-hour premium. So it's well within its rights to continue. But if we do see price violate this local 4-hour high, this can then be used as a demand or a support to then continue higher. So this is my kind of thesis for GBP JPY. Also, quickly, if we look to the left, right, this kind of area, this kind of bullish push over here hasn't come off any major fair value gaps, right? Over here, the price is pretty efficient. We haven't got too many fair value gaps, right? So this could simply be a sweep of liquidity. We are Tuesday going on to Wednesday, so we could see that low of the week, that weekly Judah swing before a move higher. But overall, you can see how we're using all the different concepts of liquidity, of PD arrays, of dealing range, basic market structure to form an overall higher time frame bias. And yes, I'm going to answer the questions. This can be used on any Forex pair, any crypto market, futures, indices, gold, even any country stock market. When you can understand basic structure and pair it with fair value gaps and basic liquidity, there's no reason why you can't sieve out a high time frame bias in pretty much any market. And if you follow these simple steps, these mechanical processes of structure, dealing range, PD arrays, and fair value gaps, you should see a massive increase in your confidence. You should see a massive increase in your strike rate. And when you have a good strike rate with good confidence, your psychology will naturally improve. So the lesson I want you to take away, other than the technicals, is to start treating trading like a mechanical